Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something you might not expect, your pocket change. Specifically, we're talking about the 1989 1-cent coin, also known as the 1989 penny. If you think it's just another penny, think again, because this coin might be worth a lot more than you think. In fact, it could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Stick around to learn about the value, history, and why this seemingly ordinary penny could be worth a lot more than its face value. Cut to graphics showing a 1989 penny with a big money tag. Let's start with the basics. The history behind this coin. The 1989 penny was minted at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D mint mark right below Abraham Lincoln's shoulder. This is important because it tells us where the coin was made and is key to understanding its potential rarity. The U.S. penny, also called the cent, has been around for a long time. It was first introduced in 1793, and since then, it's undergone many changes in design, size, and composition. The 1989 penny, like most modern pennies, features the famous portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, a design by sculptor Victor David Brenner, which has been on the penny since 1909. But why does this coin from 1989 matter? Well, let's get into that. Now, here's the kicker. It's all about minting errors and varieties. While most 1989 pennies are worth only 1 cent, some rare and unique varieties are worth much more. If you're lucky enough to find a penny with a specific error or unique feature, it could skyrocket in value. The double die variety. One of the most significant varieties of the 1989 penny is the double die variety. Now, this isn't something that most people would notice right away, but it's a big deal for coin collectors. A double die occurs when the die used to stamp the coin has a misalignment, causing certain details to appear doubled. Take a look at the date on this penny. If you spot some doubling or a slight shift in the design, that's a clue you might have a valuable coin on your hands. The doubling often appears on the date, the word liberty, or even the motto, "In God We Trust." If you find a 1989 penny with this type of error, you're holding on to a real treasure. While the regular 1989 penny is worth 1 cent, a double die error can fetch hundreds, or even thousands, depending on the severity and how well preserved the coin is. The wide AM and close AM varieties. Another notable feature to look out for is the wide AM and close AM varieties. These refer to the spacing between the A and the M in the word America. On the reverse side of the penny. In 1989, the U.S. Mint used different dies for the coins, and depending on the die, the spacing between the A and the M can either be wide or close. If you happen to find a 1989 penny with a close AM variety, it could be worth significantly more than the standard version. These rare varieties have been known to fetch anywhere from $100 to $1,000 or more in good condition. Okay, so now that we know about the varieties, let's talk about how much a 1989 penny can actually be worth. First of all, let's look at the coin's face value, just 1 cent. But if you're lucky enough to have a rare variety or mint error, the value can skyrocket. In fact, certain 1989 pennies have been known to fetch prices between $100 and $1,000, depending on the rarity and condition of the coin. Coins with major errors, like the double die or close AM, can sell for as much as $200, $300, or even higher. If you find one in excellent condition, you're looking at a big payday. For example, in a recent auction, a 1989 double die penny sold for over $500. While that might sound like a lot for a penny, it's all about rarity, condition, and demand from collectors. There are thousands of pennies out there, but only a small percentage of them have those rare error features. So, how do you know if you have one of these rare, valuable pennies in your collection? It all comes down to inspection and attention to detail. Look for the double die errors, check the date, Liberty, and In God We Trust. If you see any doubling or a shift in the text, you may have a winner. Check the reverse for the closed AM or wide AM varieties. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to inspect the spacing between the A and M in America. If the A and M are close together, you've got something valuable. Condition matters. The better the condition, the higher the value. A penny in excellent condition, especially one with a rare error, could be worth a lot more than one that's worn down or damaged. Now, if you think you've found a valuable 1989 penny, you might be wondering, where can I sell it? There are a few places you can go to get the best price for your coin. Online marketplaces. Websites like eBay are great places to auction off your rare coins. You can even see how much similar coins have sold for in the past to get an idea of your penny's value. Coin dealers and auctions. You can also visit local coin shops or attend coin shows where dealers might be interested in purchasing your rare penny. Just make sure to get it appraised properly first. Coin collectors forums. Many collectors online are willing to buy rare coins from individuals. Just make sure to do your research to avoid scammers. So, there you have it. Your 1989 penny could be worth way more than just a single cent. If you have one, take a good look and see if it has any of those rare errors or varieties. You could be sitting on a hidden treasure worth hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more awesome coin tips and numismatic knowledge. And hey, if you find that rare 1989 penny, be sure to let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear about your find. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey there, coin collectors and curious treasure hunters. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to talk about something that could be hiding in your pocket change right now. A 1995 US 1-cent coin, also known as the 1995 penny. While most of us think these pennies are just worth 1 cent, spoiler alert, some of them are actually worth a lot more. A lot more. We're talking about a mind-blowing $382 million worth of value. Wait, did I just say $382 million? Yes, you heard me right. Stick around, because today we're diving into the fascinating history of the 1995 penny, how certain varieties can skyrocket in value, and how your 1995 penny might just be a hidden treasure. Let's start with a little history. The 1995 penny is just one in a long line of US 1-cent coins. The penny, originally introduced in 1793, has undergone many design changes over the years. The 1995 penny was part of a coin series featuring the famous portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909. This design has been on the penny for over a century and still remains today. But the 1995 penny itself was a significant year. It was minted in two places, the Philadelphia Mint, without a mint mark, and the Denver Mint, with a D mint mark. So, there are two major versions of the 1995 penny, the regular 1995 penny and the 1995 D penny. But what makes this year really interesting is the possibility of rare errors and varieties that could make some of these pennies worth way more than their face value. Okay, so here's where things get really interesting. While most 1995 pennies are only worth 1 cent, there are certain rare varieties and minting errors that can turn a humble penny into an absolute fortune. We're talking about errors that are rare and often incredibly valuable to collectors. The 1995 double die error, one of the most famous and valuable errors found in the 1995 penny, is the double die error. So what is a double die? It's a result of the die being improperly aligned during the minting process, causing certain elements of the design to appear doubled. It's a rare mistake, but when it happens, it can be worth a lot of money. If you have a 1995 penny with a double die error, look closely at the date, the word Liberty, and the motto, "In God We Trust." In these cases, you might notice the lettering and numbers appearing as if they've been stamped twice, with a slight offset in the design. A penny with this kind of error can easily fetch hundreds of dollars at auction, but in the rarest cases, especially for coins in mint condition, they can sell for thousands. Some well-preserved examples have gone for $10,000 or more, depending on the quality of the coin and how pronounced the doubling is. The 1995 close AM versus wide AM variety. Another important factor when determining the value of a 1995 penny is the difference between the close AM and wide AM varieties. This refers to the spacing between the A and the M in the word America on the reverse side of the coin. Coins with a close AM variety, where the A and M are closer together, are much rarer than the typical wide AM variety, and this minor detail can add significant value to the coin. If you're lucky enough to find a 1995 penny with a close AM variety, you could be looking at a coin worth anywhere from $50 to $500 or more. However, it's important to note that this particular variety was only found in pennies made at the Philadelphia Mint, so be on the lookout for those. No mint mark pennies. Okay, now let's talk about the big one. The 1995 penny that could be worth up to $382 million. Now, don't get too excited just yet, because this is one of the most legendary coin stories out there. There's a rumor, and it's a big rumor, that a unique 1995 penny featuring a striking minting error could be worth $382 million. That's an incredibly high figure for a penny, but here's why people are so intrigued. In the world of rare coins, a penny with an error or unusual variety can have a huge impact on its value. There have been discussions among collectors about a potential misstruck penny from 1995 that was accidentally produced with a rare blend of errors, making it worth astronomical sums. Now, while it's unlikely that any single 1995 penny will be worth $382 million, this idea comes from a long-standing myth in the coin world. Some say that a particular set of circumstances, such as a double die error, an imperfectly aligned die, and a rare metal mixture, could have combined to create a one-of-a-kind 1995 penny that would be worth a fortune. However, this coin has never been publicly verified, and it's widely considered more of a rumor than an established fact. But the very idea of a $382 million penny has sparked a lot of excitement in the coin community, and it gives us all a reason to dig through our change and check those pennies carefully. Alright, let's put that $382 million penny back into perspective. Most 1995 pennies, whether minted in Philadelphia or Denver, are worth, at most, a few cents in their regular form. But that doesn't mean you should ignore your pennies. There are still several that can command serious money in the right circumstances. For example, a 1995 penny with a double die error could easily sell for $500 to $1,000 or more, depending on condition. The 1995 close AM variety? That could be worth a few $100s. And if you happen to find one of those near mythical minting errors we discussed earlier, well, that could be your ticket to a massive payday. So, how do you tell if your 1995 penny is one of these rare treasures? Here's what you need to do. Examine the date. Look closely for the double die error. The numbers in the date, 1995, may appear to be doubled or misaligned. Check for the close AM variety. Inspect the reverse side of the penny. If the A and the M in America are very close together, it could be the more valuable variety. Look for overall wear. Coins in better condition are worth more. If you've got a coin that looks pristine, it might be worth more than its face value. So, if you do find a rare 1995 penny, where can you sell it? There are a few options. eBay. You can auction your coin to the highest bidder. eBay has a huge community of collectors who are eager to buy rare coins. Coin dealers and shows. Take your coin to a local coin dealer or coin show for an appraisal. Many collectors would be willing to purchase rare pennies at a fair price. Online coin collectors. There are plenty of online forums and communities for coin collectors. Just be sure to get an expert's opinion on the value before you sell. So, there you have it. A 1995 penny might just be worth way more than 1 cent, or even way more than you thought possible. From double die errors to rare varieties, these pennies hold hidden value for those who know what to look for. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more exciting coin tips and treasure hunts. And if you find a rare 1995 penny, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear about your find. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting for those hidden treasures. Next, hey there, coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters. Welcome back to the channel. Now, if you're like most people, you probably don't give much thought to pennies. After all, they're just small, copper-colored coins worth 1 cent. But what if I told you that some 2017 pennies could be worth way more than their face value? We're talking about serious money here, like $211 million. Yes, you heard that right, $211 million. In today's video, we'll be diving into the fascinating history of the 2017 US 1 cent coin, exploring its value, and uncovering how certain rare varieties might make you a millionaire. Stay tuned, because you don't want to miss this. First, let's talk a little bit about the history of the 2017 penny. The penny, or the 1 cent coin, has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1793. Throughout its long history, the penny has undergone multiple design changes. The 2017 penny, however, is part of a long-running design series that features President Abraham Lincoln's portrait, which was designed by Victor David Brenner and first introduced in 1909. In 2017, like every year before it, the U.S. Mint produced pennies for circulation, with the Lincoln Memorial design on the reverse side. The 2017 penny was minted in 2 locations: the Philadelphia Mint, without a mint mark, and the Denver Mint, with a DE mint mark. While the penny's basic design remains the same, what really makes the 2017 penny interesting is the potential for hidden treasures, rare varieties, and minting errors that could make it worth much more than just 1 cent. Now, you might be wondering, what makes a 2017 penny so special? Well, just like with earlier years, some 2017 pennies contain rare minting errors and varieties that can significantly increase their value. And some of these mistakes are so rare that they could be worth thousands or even millions of dollars. Let's dive into a few examples of what you should be looking for. The 2017 double die error. One of the most sought-after errors that can occur in a penny is the double die. A double die error happens when the die used to strike the coin gets misaligned during production, causing a doubling effect on parts of the design. For the 2017 penny, this could show up on the date, Liberty, or In God We Trust on the obverse side, the side with Lincoln's portrait. Take a look at this example of a double die error. If you examine the date, 2017, or the word, Liberty, closely, you may see some ghosting or a doubling effect, where the lettering appears as though it's been stamped twice. These errors are rare and highly prized by collectors. If you find a 2017 penny with a pronounced double die error, you could be looking at a coin worth several $100s, possibly even more, depending on its condition and how pronounced the error is. Some double die pennies can even fetch upwards of $1,000 in auctions. The 2017 close AM versus wide AM variety. Another valuable feature to look for is the close AM versus wide AM variety. While this error was more prominent in earlier years, it can still appear in later coins, including the 2017 penny. This refers to the spacing between the A and the M in the word America on the reverse side of the coin. If the A and the M are spaced very close together, that's the close AM variety. On the other hand, if there's a noticeable gap between the two letters, it's the wide AM variety. The close AM variety is rarer, and if you find one, it could fetch hundreds, even thousands of dollars, depending on its condition. While this particular error has been more common in previous years, keep an eye out for it in your 2017 pennies, especially those from the Philadelphia Mint. Now, here's where things get really wild. $211 million. That's the value that some people claim a rare 2017 penny could be worth. But is this for real? Let's talk about the myth that has circulated among some collectors. The story goes that a special 2017 penny, perhaps a rare double-struck error or a coin made with rare composition, something other than the usual copper-plated zinc, could be worth as much as $211 million. While this figure is mind-boggling, let's be clear, there's no confirmed 2017 penny in existence that has been valued at such an astronomical sum. However, the idea that a rare 2017 penny could be worth millions isn't completely out of the question, especially if there were some sort of unique minting mistake or rare combination of factors. At the moment, this $211 million claim is more of a rumor or a legend in the coin world, but the fact remains that certain rare coins can, in fact, fetch life-changing amounts of money. If such a penny ever surfaces, it could break records, but for now, it's something to keep in mind while searching through your change. Alright, so how much is your 2017 penny really worth? For most of us, the answer is simple: face value, 1 cent. But if you find a rare variety or a minting error, it could be worth a lot more. Here's a breakdown of the potential value of a 2017 penny. Regular 2017 penny. The average 2017 penny in circulated condition is worth its face value, 1 cent. Double die error. A 2017 penny with a double die error could be worth anywhere from $100 to $1,000 or more, depending on how prominent the doubling is and the overall condition of the coin. Close AM variety. If your 2017 penny has the close AM variety, it could be worth between $100 and $500, sometimes even more in excellent condition. Special minting errors. If you find a truly rare minting error, such as a double strike or an off-center strike, the value can range from several hundred to several $1,000s, especially if the coin is in mint or near mint condition. So, how do you spot these rare 2017 pennies in your pocket change? Here's what to look for. 1. Look for double die errors. Inspect the date and inscriptions closely. Look for any signs of doubling or ghosting where the design appears misaligned. Check the reverse side. Look for the close AM or wide AM varieties. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the spacing between the A and the M in America. Examine the overall condition. A coin in mint or near mint condition is always worth more. If the coin is in excellent shape, it can increase its value significantly. Be on the lookout for other errors. Off-center strikes, multiple strikes, and other rare minting defects can make your penny worth a lot more than face value. So, you've found a rare 2017 penny. Now, what do you do with it? Here are some ways to sell it. eBay. You can auction your coin to the highest bidder. eBay is a great platform for coin collectors and buyers. Coin dealers. Local coin dealers or coin shows are great places to get your rare pennies appraised. They may offer to buy the coin directly from you. Online coin auctions. Websites like Heritage Auctions and Great Collections are excellent places to sell rare coins. And that's a wrap on the 2017 US penny. While most of them are worth just 1 cent, certain rare varieties and minting errors could make your penny worth a lot more, perhaps even a fortune. So, check your pockets, go through your coin jar, and see if you have any hidden treasures among your pennies. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing coin tips and stories. And if you ever find a rare 2017 penny, drop a comment below and let us know about your discovery. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting. Today, we're diving into something very special, the 1989 US 1-cent coin, better known as the 1989 penny. Now, most of us probably don't think much about pennies, especially the ones from the late 80s, but guess what? Some of these coins are worth way more than their face value. In fact, a 1989 penny could be worth as much as $70 million. That's right, $70 million. It sounds too good to be true, right? Stick around, because in this video, we're going to break down the history, value, and the rare errors that could turn your 1989 penny into a small fortune. Let's start with some history. The penny, or the 1-cent coin, has been a part of U.S. currency since 1793, and it's one of the most iconic and widely used coins in the world. The 1989 penny, specifically, is part of a series of pennies featuring Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse side, which was designed by Victor David Brenner back in 1909. The 1989 penny was minted at the Denver Mint and, like most pennies, features Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side. While this particular design would become quite familiar, what makes the 1989 penny interesting is not its general design, but rather the possibility of rare errors and varieties that might be hiding within your pocket change. So, what makes a 1989 penny worth $70 million? Well, we're talking about minting errors, mistakes made during the production process that can create rare and valuable coins. Most coins produced by the U.S. Mint are made to perfection, but sometimes things go wrong, and when they do, it's a jackpot for collectors. The 1989 double die error, one of the most valuable errors that can occur in a 1989 penny, is the double die error. So what exactly is a double die? A double die error happens when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned during the production process, causing the design to be stamped twice, resulting in a doubling effect. For the 1989 penny, this error can appear on the date, the word, liberty, or the motto, "In God We Trust," on the obverse side. If you find a 1989 penny with this double die error, it can make the coin significantly more valuable. Look closely at the date, 1989, or the word, liberty. If you see any signs of ghosting or a second image slightly offset, you may have a double die error on your hands. This error is rare, and coins that exhibit this feature can sell for several $100s at auction, but in the rarest cases, especially if the coin is in excellent condition, these pennies could be worth thousands of dollars. The 1989 off-center strike error. Another valuable error that can occur in a 1989 penny is an off-center strike. This happens when the coin isn't properly aligned with the press during production, causing the design to be struck off-center, resulting in a coin with a noticeably shifted image. For collectors, an off-center strike is an exciting find. The value of an off-center 1989 penny depends on how far off-center the strike is. A minor off-center strike may be worth just a few dollars, but a more pronounced off-center error can command significantly higher prices, especially if it's in good condition. In some rare cases, off-center error coins have sold for thousands of dollars. The 1989 high-grade pennies now. While errors are one way to make your 1989 penny valuable, don't forget that the overall condition of the coin also matters. A penny that is in mint condition, also known as graded by professionals, could be worth significantly more. Pennies that have been kept in pristine condition over the years, free from scratches, stains, or wear, are always highly sought after by collectors. A 1989 D penny that has been professionally graded as mint state 67 or higher could be worth upwards of $100, even without any minting errors. Higher grades, especially for rare or limited edition coins, can increase the price dramatically. So, make sure to check your 1989 D pennies for any signs of wear. If they look like they've been sitting in pristine condition, they could be worth much more than just 1 cent. Now, let's talk about the $70 million claim. This is where things get really interesting. There's a long-standing myth in the world of coin collecting that a certain 1989 D penny could be worth up to $70 million. So what's the deal with this claim? Well, it all comes down to the possibility of a very rare and unique minting error, something so extraordinary that it would be worth a fortune. Some collectors believe that a 1989 D penny, possibly featuring a combination of multiple errors like a double die and an off-center strike, could fetch an insane amount of money, up to $70 million. However, let's be real for a second. There is no known, verified 1989 D penny on record that has ever sold for that amount. So, while this number might sound exciting, it's more of a legend in the coin community rather than a confirmed reality. However, if you're lucky enough to find a 1989 D penny with multiple rare errors, it could certainly fetch a significant sum, though probably not $70 million. But the thought of potentially finding such a coin certainly keeps collectors on their toes, right? So, how much is your 1989 D penny actually worth? Well, here's a breakdown. Standard 1989 D penny. In circulated condition, most 1989 D pennies are worth only their face value. 1 cent double die error. A 1989 D penny with a double die error can be worth anywhere from $50 to $1,000, depending on how prominent the doubling is and the coin's condition. Off-center strike. If your 1989 D penny has an off-center strike, it could be worth $50 to $500 or more, depending on the severity of the error and condition. High-grade coins. If your 1989 D penny is in mint condition and has been professionally graded, it could be worth anywhere from $100 to several $100s or more. So, how do you identify if your 1989 D penny is valuable? Here are a few tips. Examine the date and inscriptions. Look closely at the date and the inscriptions for signs of a double die error. Check for an off-center strike. Inspect the coin for signs that the design is shifted off-center. The more dramatic the shift, the more valuable the error. Condition matters. Look for any signs of wear. If the penny is in excellent condition with no visible damage, it could be worth much more than face value. Get your coin graded. If you think your penny might be rare or in mint condition, take it to a professional coin dealer or appraiser to have it graded. A grade of MS65 or higher can significantly increase the value. So, you've found a rare 1989 D penny. Now what? Well, here are a few places where you can sell or auction your valuable coin. eBay. eBay is a great platform for auctioning rare coins. It has a huge community of collectors who are always looking for that next gem. Coin shows and dealers. If you have a rare 1989 D penny, visit a local coin dealer or coin show. They can give you an appraisal and may be interested in buying it. Coin auction houses. If your coin is especially rare, consider reaching out to reputable auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, which specialize in high-value coins. There you have it, folks. While a 1989 D penny isn't typically worth millions, there are certainly some rare varieties and errors that can make this coin worth a lot more than 1 cent. Whether it's a double die error, an off-center strike, or a high-grade coin, your 1989 D penny could be the next big find. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin tips and hidden treasure discoveries. And hey, if you find a rare 1989 D penny, let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear about your discoveries. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting!